1-1 rush at Highland as we head to the top of the third inning. Gregory Mares, Trevor Blake, and Christian Valles against left-hander Chris Villalobos. Wind and pitch, and it bounces in to Mares. 1 ball and no strikes. Mares struck out in the opening inning. John Beltran from Highland High School in Alton, this Patriot League opener. The left-hander delivers. Swung on and tapped towards the shortstop, Trujillo. He charges, throws in time. Mares is out number 1 here in the top of the third inning. 1 out for Trevor Blake, who walked in his first plate appearance. Highland scored in an RBI single from Jacob Hasbrook in the bottom of the first inning. And that fastball's down the middle, took something off it. It's strike 1. Beat Diggers countered on Ken Garcia's run-scoring single at the top of the second inning. That's where we stand here in the third, deadlocked at 1. And a pitch by Villalobos, and is down and in on a little bender, and the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The base is empty. The pitch. Fastball is up and away. 2-1 to Trevor Blake, the Beat Digger catcher. Beat Diggers threatened in the first, did not score. Threatened in the second and scored 1, but they've made a couple of base running mistakes so far. The pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss off the glove of Ben. And the count is level at 2-2. Blake was well out in front, thinking that was a fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Trevor Blake. Van lays down the sign, and the 2-2 pitch. And a bender, did he go around? And no check. It's ball 3 as it bounces in. 3-2 to Blake. And I guess they did call him out. Well, I don't understand that. The ball bounced in. And there's 2 down. They checked, but Blake should have been allowed to run then. And the pitch to Valles. Outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Christian Valles. The pitch. Up and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Valles singled and then was picked off in the first inning. And the 2-0 swung on, fouled off to the right. Little changeup thrown by Villalobos. The count is at 2-1. There's not been a 1-2-3 inning yet, but it could happen right now. Swing and a miss. Another changeup up and away. It's 2-2. The Beat Digger left fielder digs back in. That's what I mentioned earlier. He rarely strikes out, so look for some contact here on the 2-2. Outside and low with a curveball. 3-2 to Christian Valles. We're tied at 1 in the top of the third inning from Highland High School in Alt. Payoff pitch. Swung on it, lined into right field, coming on as Reyes dives, and he can't make the catch. The ball gets by him. It's headed for the fence. Valles is around first. He's at second base. He rounds second. Now he's headed for third, and the throw will not be made. It's going to be a straight-up triple for Christian Valles as Reyes went all out for that baseball, and he reached out and fell just short of it. That is hit number 4 for the Beat Diggers, and it's the first extra base hit. Here's Shea Hansen, the DH. And with a runner at third and 2 down, Villalobos is going to wind up. Line and pitch. And that is a strike on the outer half. Took something off of that. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the wind and offering. Curveball is tapped right back to Villalobos. Turns, throws, inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left at third. 2.5 complete. It is Brush 1, Highland 1 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Beat Diggers and Highland Huskies are deadlocked at 1 here in the bottom of the third inning from Highland High School in Alt. John Beltran with you as the Huskies will send up the heart of the order. Jared Larson, Jacob Hasbrook, and Josiah Provencher against right-hander Gregory Mayers, who's allowed 3 hits to this point. Speed Diggers have 4 against Chris Villalobos. Larson struck out in his first at-bat, as he will step inside the batter's box for Highland. Speed Diggers at 3-4 going into this game, looking for a big victory here this afternoon. And Mayers delivers, and the curveball is a strike on the inside corner at the knees. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. And the offering swung on and grounded up the first base side, foul off the end of the bat. It's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Jared Larson to begin the bottom of the third. Highland scored their run in the first. The Speed Diggers countered with a run in the second. No balls and 2 strikes. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent is there. Greg Mullen is there, I should say. Let Greg Mullen work with you to get the discount you desire and the coverage you need. Grounder to short. Waiter off his chest, picks it up, throws low in time, and Larson is out. And there's 1 down in the third. Nice job of Waiter staying with that baseball. That took another tough hop, but he was able to secure it after it glanced off his chest. Larson is 0 for 2. Here's Jacob Hasbrook. He drove in the only run for Highland with a base hit in the first inning. Mayers gets the sign, and the pitch. Swing, and a miss, and a fastball above the letters. It's 0-1. Mayers working quickly. This is his 41st pitch of the game, the offering. Swung on. That ball is hit into deep left field, and that one is foul. 0-2. Got a good piece of it, but just foul. To Jacob Hasbrook, and Mayers has thrown nothing but strikes so far in this inning. 0-2 to the cleanup hitter for Highland. Laying down the sign is Blake. And the 0-2 offering. Swung on and grounded up the middle. The shortstop Waiter cannot get it underneath his glove, and it's into center field. We'll call it a base hit. Waiter went to his left and threw his glove out there, but he had to keep it a little bit lower, and we'll call it a straight-up hit. The ball travels very fast in this infield. Hit number 4 for Highland. Here's Josiah Provencher, who grounded to first to end the first. The stretch by Mayers. And the pitch. Fastball, a strike. Belt high. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. 1 on, 1 out. 1-1. Brush and Highland in the third. And the offering. Fastball is upstairs, and the count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike. That was the 8th pitch of the inning thrown by Mayers, and the first one outside the strike zone. Mayers gets the sign. Short lead at first. 1-1. Swung on and hit in the air to right field. Going way back is Soto. Now moves to his left and makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Provencher, who grounded to first in the first, is now 0 for 2. Here's Andrew Espinoza, who sent one into deep left center field before Dylan Acosta tracked it down to begin the second. Hasbrook remains at first. Stretched by Mayers. And the pitch. And that's a fastball for a strike down the middle thigh high. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to the Highland center fielder. 3-step lead at first for Hasbrook. Mayers fires. Fastball is up and in. Count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike. Blake lays down the sign, and the 1-1 pitch. Fastball is up and away. Ball 2, strike 1 to the 6th place hitter, Andrew Espinoza, with 2 down and 1 on in the bottom of the third inning. Mares ready. Mares delivers. Swung on in line, down the left field line for a base hit. Baez gives chase. He'll cut it off. And he holds Espinosa to a single as Hasbrook moves to second. Second hit of the inning, fifth of the game. That'll bring up Devin Benn. Good shot of the beat digger left fielder getting to that ball quickly. If not, that could have been trouble. And it's funny, as quickly as the ball can move through the infield, it slows down in the outfield considerably. And now we're going to have a bat being challenged here. We did have an issue in the Brush Holy Family game where the beat diggers had a player called out for using a bat that was not up to standard. So now this one is being checked by the home plate umpire. And if it's deemed to be illegal, that would be an out. Your full-service florist with a whole lot more at the Flower Peddler. Come in and see what's in store at 322 Main Street in downtown Fort Morgan, the Flower Peddler. Both coaches are checking it out along with home plate umpire Matt Cranston. And if the bat is deemed to be illegal, then the batter would be out. And now they're calling in the field umpire. And let's see if that's the case. It should be an out, and it is. That's an illegal bat, so no base hit by Andrew Espinosa. Officially in the game, he's 0 for 2 in the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head to the fourth. Brush 1, Highland 1 on 1010 KSLR and KSLR.com.